Commercial. What the hell is this? Smash Burgers. That's a nice view up there. Bror Fredrik is live. What up? Oh, my refunds were issued for the shit I brought back from Amazon. Cool. Oh, good, they're leaving. Now I can get my table back. What up with that? Nah, I'm not gonna jump in the grave. Let me see, who was sitting there? Was it a woman or a dude? Because I don't sit in dudes' warmth seats for the most part. Yeah, I think that was a female. That's okay. Alright. Wow, we are lagging behind. The video's like 10 seconds, 15 seconds behind for some reason. Alright, I'm gonna move my stuff over yonder by the creek. Bear with me. Put these chairs back together. Give me a second. I'm doing stuff. I smell good today. What the hell am I wearing? I think I'm wearing too much. But whatever it is, it smells good. We got Haley on the wheels of steel. I'm gonna be getting my coffee soon. Haley is not wearing any makeup today. I kind of dig that. Shout out, no makeup. Alright. It has been a minute. How you doing, Christina? Alright. Alright. Let's get situated here. It has, wow, it's been a while. No kidding. Alright. Let me get chat activities. I really need some coffee today. I got a tiny bit of a headache going on. Alright. So you're just staring into... Oh, you dig... Did you dig the shoes? Alright. Wanna dig them? Bam. Again. I gotta clean them up a little bit. They're getting a little scuffed looking. But they're like rust colored. They're more like fall. They are so freaking comfortable. They're ridiculous. Got my little ankle socks going on. I'm ready for fall. It was 100. I mean, even though right now it says 108 on my watch, the car said 112, and it went up to 114, I believe, today. It's friggin' disgusting. It's like a hellscape. I was laughing with the girl at the UPS store where I dropped off my Amazon returns, and someone was in there going, "Oh, I love this heat," or whatever, and we looked at each other, and I looked at her, and I was like, psycho. Who the hell loves 120 degree weather? I mean, I guess there's some psychos out there. Alright. I guess Haley is doing her thing. Come on. Why are we tilted? We're at a jaunty angle right now. Come on. Come on, connect. You like them? I like them too. Alright, I'm gonna shut down the gimbal for a second. It's gonna wander. Alright, let's fire it back up. You get to look at stuff except me. That's cool. Alright, ooh, snapped into place. I need some coffee too. Holy shit. Blanc. Alright. I think I'll answer some questions today. We'll talk about measles being in our water. We have measles in our water. How the hell does measles get in water? I don't get that. But evidently, if you drink the water in Vegas, it has measles in it. Okay. Alright, let's see who's here. We got 92 peoples. What up, peoples? I don't say peeps. I'm not cool enough to say peeps. When I hear the word peeps, I cringe. I don't know why. It's just like peeps. Alright, let's say hello to Janice, all the way on the East Coast. Shout out East Coast. How do you do an East Coast sign? Is that East Coast? Kevin Humphrey and Carol. How you doing today? Maria Ann kicking off parking. I was going to say, it's not super chat until the park is covered. No, I'm teasing. It is parking / super chat activities. Thank you very much. Mary Leathers, how are you? And Phil. And a commercial. What the actual F? Oh, I can say fuck. I forgot. What the actual? Oh, I can't say it twice in a row. I don't know what the timing is on that. They didn't ban me last time, so I guess it's accurate that you can drop F-bombs. But 5 minutes in, they're gonna hit me with a damn commercial already? What the actual fuck is that? Alright. Who was I up to? I was up to Jim Wolf. Come on, drop your names in there. Jeff, what's going on, Jeff? 555. Yeah, I heard the same thing. I saw what's his face, the guy who pew-pewed, the dudes over there. I mean, did she forget about my coffee? She feeling herself with no makeup? I was like, do you want me to go over there and get it, in case you get busy? And she's like, well, it's up to you. I was like, I like the way you make coffee. She's like, all right, I'll get it. That was 15 minutes ago. Yeah, he's facing the penalty. I mean, he's pleading, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but he's pleading not guilty. I guess that was AI that we all saw. I don't know. I'm not getting involved in that whole shit. Angry Swede, what's going on? Arthur, Sony, Tom Laws, what's up, brother? Bert, Dea Technologia, shout out Brazil, Stephen J, and I'll say hello to Christine once again. Is it a better view? Is it a better view now? No. You guys don't come and watch me. Look at me, right? Stitch me up with Laney? Yeah, Laney. It was over there?
It was over there.
Oh, dang.
There you go. It's not hot enough. Let me know.
All right. One. Alright, how to handle some commercial business. My coffee was sitting there the whole time, and here I am like, where the hell's my coffee? It's been sitting there the whole time. I just didn't look. That's on me. So I'm saying Laney Grays, Mikey likes Vegas. You digging the Pumas? I dig Pumas. I mean, I go old school with the Pumas, but they're comfortable. They are freaking comfortable. Let's see. Chris K, VA Slot Adventures, Mark, Chris C, Regina Pat, shout out Saskatchewan, Canada. Yeah, I got hit with that freaking commercial after 5 minutes too. They're picking on me and you, Jeff. What's up with that? Venus, Jim, how are you? Happy Chief 1. Hey-oh. I am at, Christine, I am at True Bar in the very front of the Forum Shop. Like, the strip is right yonder. There goes the door. Can we see that? It's weird going backwards. It's right there. You know the big sign, the big new LED sign? It's right there. It says right by the strip. Best coffee in town. I like hanging out here. Chanel Fischel. Who else? She heard the makeup blog you did. Maybe she did. she just told me, she's like, I generally don't wear makeup though. And I'm like, yeah, you do. I wasn't gonna say that though, but no. I mean, shout out to no makeup. Here's a here's a fucking super chat. I can say that now. YouTube does allow me to drop F-bombs once again. They gave me the green light. They said, don't abuse it. We know how you roll, Bror Fredrik. It's like you're from New York. It's like in every sentence. I mean, the F-bomb is the perfect noun, adjective, adverb, verb. I mean, it's the perfect word. Isn't it? Is it not? When I first got out of New York, because I was so used to dropping F-bombs in every single sentence, and I came out here, people weren't used to that. You know, they would just like, it felt vulgar. I mean, I don't do it around women all that much. Once in a while, I'm doing it around women right now, I guess, but not if you were sitting here. I wouldn't be like, fuck this, fuck that. Yeah. But yeah, it's just the way people communicate. Thank you very much for that. 20 Bananamas, that is most appreciated. Is the Win Coffee still the best casino coffee? Do they still? Yeah, they still don't allow streaming over for me. I gotta get on this. Speaking of coffee, I gotta get on. They don't allow it. Yeah, they're not. Don't allow me to stream over there. They're nice to me, gracious. Hey, Bror Fredrik, the whole bit. No streaming. They gotta protect their clientele per se. That's what they say. Whatever. I wouldn't say they have this is the best tasting coffee, and it has ample caffeine, which you'll start to figure out in about 5 minutes. Theirs is the most powerful, like just rated on pure caffeine. Yeah, it's the win. I don't know what they're doing, but it's like refried beans. They refry the coffee or something. I don't know, but it is stupid strong. And that's the win, and I enjoy it. It's not as flavorful as this, though. If this had the same caffeine as the Win, it would be perfect coffee, or not. Depends how much I want to do and how badly I want to sleep tonight. I think I do want to sleep tonight. I'm in this habit of getting up at like 4 and 5 and all this lately. I gotta break that habit. Not really. Venus and Jim with the 10 Bananamas. Thank you very much. Seems I don't use that word very much anymore. I guess, yeah, I mean, it's a descriptive. I mean, I don't generally curse all that much. I mean, cursing. What the fuck is cursing? Just sometimes it just fits. It just fits. I mean, I noticed that a lot of people don't, curse all that much, especially in the business world. It's like frowned upon and whatnot. It's like, shut up. Not my biz world. All right, I need 2 milks. I gotta get this milk out of what's left. I'm like making a freaking mess. I was so overheated walking in here. It is freaking stupid hot, and there's no one out. I mean, there's people, but Kelly, wasn't Kelly, who was here last week? There was Kelly Clarkson, and there was one other one that was here, and like her ex died or some shit. Her ex and her manager died, so she like pulled the plug on all things Vegas. So they had to issue refunds. So the parking, instead of being 40 or 45 or 50, it was 35. So I knew right away something was up. And then it had like a thing when I walked through that said, wait a minute, because I don't care. Things I care about, I learn, I just hold on to for dear life. I can remember it till the day I die. But shit I don't care about, was it Kelly Clarkson or the one who won the first American Idol? I think that was her. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Why are we talking about her? Let me clean up my mess. Let's drink some coffee. That's what we want to do. Let's talk about measles-laden water. How the hell does measles get in the water supply? What is that all about? Like, it was announced, like, don't drink the water in Vegas because there's measles in it. Like, how do measles get in it, and why are you testing for measles? Are they trying to blow smoke up our ass and just get us all afraid and whatnot? I don't get afraid of nothing, but is that the deal? Has there measles in the water? So if you come into town, you cuss too, Rick? Yeah, fuck it, just cuss. Gee, I can say that now. I'm taking advantage of it, but Christine, you're a Leo too, yeah. Shout out all my Leo compadres out there. It's our time to shine. Yeah. So, what were we talking about? Measles. Anyone ever had the measles? I never had the measles. They tried to give me the measles when I was a kid. They were like, oh, if you get them, you never catch them again. Which, you know, it's valid, but I didn't want the damn measles. I had the chicken pox when I was like 25. That sucked. That's why you don't want to see me too. I got some chicken pox scar, and I had the head to toe. Got it when I was 5 years old. Head to toe, I was covered. That was nasty. I just like lived in a bath of Epsom salt and that oatmeal bath shit. So you didn't say, oh, that was bad. That was bad. I think I told the story. I went to go buy a boat. I bought a guy's bass boat and his Suburban at the same time. I was like, I'll take it. He's like, you know, I had money back then, you know. He's like, I was buying his bass boat. It was a 19 foot, strange sizes, like 19'3", Ranger bass boat with a 150 Evinrude on it. No, it's a Merc. And he's like, I'm selling the Suburban too. It's like, I'll take it. Score. You know, I was like, anyway, his kids were home. And I'm like, oh yeah, your kids are home. You know, this was like, you know, regular school time. He's like, yeah, they all got the chicken pox. And I was like, well, that sucks. And I didn't think anything of it until like 3 days later, when I looked in the mirror and I was just like, where'd that shit come from? You could actually watch them. You didn't even need to do a time lapse. You could just watch those things pop up all over. I was pissed. I can't say I wasn't pissed. The bass boat mine is, yeah, it was a good boat. I did a couple Bassmaster tournaments in that boat. That was fun. Drove that down to like North Carolina and whatnot. But yeah, you don't want to get the chicken pox when you're old. But if you drink the water here in Vegas, you get the measles. So be prepared with your water. What the actual F is that? I gotta get me some more napkins. I got one over here. These things come in so handy for so many things. They're absorbent, they catch things. I mean, it's just awesome. These things, want to tuck one in? Want to be a gentleman and shit? A gentleman and shit. Alright, there we go. Is that better? Alright. What are we talking about besides measles? I want to get off the measles. So yeah, don't drink the water. I don't drink the water anyway. The water here is so freaking hard. Like if you left out a little saucer of water and let it dry, it would be like a crust of calcium in there. Oh, more bra commercials. I always get hit with the Brazilicotti commercials. Alright. Is that my size? Jeez. Oh, it also rejuvenates. Oh, so when you wear this Brazilicotti, it's got 2 times the width band in the back. It doesn't give you any side bulge. Side bulge is kind of cool though. Back bulge, I don't know. What else it does? Light and breathable, all-day comfort, and they show with the seatbelt between her boobs. 45-day risk-free trial, ladies. Wow, 70% off. Foxy. That's what they're called. No underwire. They don't have any lights in them. I like when the bras have the lights in them. I don't know why. It just looks cool. What else? Yeah. I mean, I'll stop and read a bride. It just is what it is. Again with this damn thing. It's got all kinds of schmutz on it. And it said it's a special fabric for cell rejuvenation of your boobage. How's that possible? What is it? They ship it with some stem cells? 2 commercials. That is a first. That is a freaking first. 1-800-CONTACTS. You better pay me some money, 1-800-CONTACTS. Taking up 2 freaking commercials. Dumbasses. Alright, I gotta re-trigger my chat now. What were we talking about? Bras? No, we talked about bras. What's the difference between a bra and a bikini top? Like nothing, right? You know, okay, I posed that question once. I think it was on Twitter. Like, what's the deal? Like, women get all freaked out. Well, the dude, well, me personally, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not a big fan. I mean, I'll look at your woman in a bikini, but I ain't letting mine run around no string bikini. That's just me. You know, she ain't putting on no show for anyone. But it's like, what is the difference between a bra and panties and a bikini? It's the same shit. So I posed that once, and a couple of women were like, oh, it's about consent. What do you mean it's about consent? Well, in a bikini, I'm consenting to allowing you to see me naked for all intents and purposes, because that's what it is. But with a bra and panties, you need my consent to see that, so that's what makes it different. That's some girl math. I don't get that. That's some friggin' girl math and a half. Right, Rocky? That sounds like a crock. A bikini top tends to be smaller, yeah. Marie Bella, how you doing? There is no difference. I'll take a bra commercial over a cook and play commercial. Measles? Oh, they've been found in the wastewater. Where the hell do we have wastewater? I don't care. Just measles in the water. I don't drink the shit anyway. I'm not drinking the water here. I got an under-sink reverse osmosis filter, a whole house filter with a water softener on it. And yeah, I still have pressure. I still have good pressure in spite of all that shit, but I ain't drinking this damn water. I mean, I told you too, I like repeating stories because new people, I don't like it. Sometimes I have to. My dog drank some water. My dog was thirsty. I always carried water around, went to Lake Mead, and there was like these little bait fish, like minnows or some shit, by the shore, and he was like biting at them, biting at him. So he drank a little. He almost died from drinking the water they gave antibiotics and pumped his stomach and all sorts of shit. And the vet is like, no. That water in Lake Mead is freaking poison. It's got aviation fuel in it. It's got the runoff of half the freaking planet. It's just gross. No, you don't drink the water. You don't drink the water. Alright, did you get confirmation that small piece of land you purchased was legit? Did you ever get... Yeah, I never got confirmation. That's a good thing you reminded me that, Trev. I do own a piece of the Oregon Trail. I do. I own I think a square inch or something like that. Yeah, I bought it. It's supposed to have my name on it. I never confirmed. I never went and visited it. Well, it's like, there it is. It's probably like this big. Yeah, I have a deed to it and everything. It's part of the Oregon Trail. It was one of those with commemorative whatever, like you buy a coin or something, buy a piece of the Oregon Trail. It was like $100. I was like, cool story. Yeah, it's probably like this big. Unlike my 660 acres in Wyoming, one day I am going to build a commune. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. That is not... I would love to take a bite, but it's not me.
That's a lot of food for one guy. Okay.
I could eat it if I wanted to. I could eat. Except that out of bun. How you doing? Good to see you. All the food's coming out. And what else are we talking about? Yeah. Well, I am technically a baron. Legally, I am a baron. Did you guys know that? I think there's a few people who know that out there. But I'll just spill it out there. I'm a baron. I'm a baron. I mean, not technically in the United States. I'd have to go back to Sweden, but I could prove my DNA traces all the way back to the bloodline is von Blixenberg. So yeah, I'm a baron. I'm a blue blood. That's why I say fuck all the time. We have an ancestral castle. Legitimately have an ancestral castle. It's made out of wood though, but it's huge. It's freaking huge. It's like as big as this building, if not more. Yeah, so yeah, I'm a baron. Is Bavette's still top dog for steak? Alright. If I was gonna top Bavette's with a steak, I would say Prime's Wagyu Wagyu top sirloin. They serve it on like a steamy plate and whatnot. That beat out the center cut Bavette's. But center cut Bavette's is just good. They do a little sous vide to it to bring it up to temperature, and then they flash the outside for the crust. It's just comes out perfect every freaking time. The other steak that I had, which was also, I had a T-bone, which was probably the best steak I've ever had in this entire town. And the name just constantly goes over my head. It's that restaurant with the flames outside between the Crystal Shops and Aria. You know, in that alleyway between the two. It's not Topo Chico. That's sparkling water. I don't know. I just can't. That name will not lock in my head. That was one of the best steaks I've ever eaten Is that a word? Eaten in Las Vegas. Seriously. There was a tomahawk that we ate in Nashville that was good. That was really good. But as far as that goes, that was the best steak I ever had, to tell you the truth. The Caesar Steakhouse is really good too. You're the king of England, Rick? That is cool. But yeah, I am. I legitimately am. I can prove it. I'm a baron. There's a movie. I ain't gonna point you in that direction. You can do your own research. But there's legitimately a movie about my great-great-grandfather. Legitimately. Anyway. The Tsar of Russia. Steak. Yeah, I could eat me some steak right now too. I bought a giant rump roast. I cooked that shit as rare as I could. I flashed the outside real quick. I brought it up to 120. That's it, and it was still like rubber. And it was like freaking $8.99 a pound for rubber. I'm not gonna throw it away, but I just got out the knife, the hinkles. I sharpened them shits as sharp as I could, and I sliced it like micro thin, like roast beef sorta. That way it was chewable. But it was shoe leather. It was bad. You can also do that on, yeah, you can. You can buy, that ended up to be a scam, like buying you could buy a title online, but it wasn't legitimate. There was a huge scam about that. A bunch of influencers got caught up in that shit, because it was a total scam. I mean, you can't buy titleship per se. They were saying like, oh, once you, for $400 you could buy your title and be a sir or a duke or whatever, and you could even change your license and put it on your credit cards and stuff like that. No, you couldn't. That was a scam and a half. But, well, that steak itself, does anyone know what the name of that place is? Could someone look? Because that's driving me crazy now. You know what I'm talking about? If you walk out, you go through the lobby at Aria, the check-in and whatever. You walk out the side door. You walk past this little restaurant on the left-hand side that's got like the flames in the front, and then you enter the. I'm a little off today. So what? You enter Crystal Shops, and it's got like a Moderna something. Toko Madonna, Madonna, I don't know, something like that. But that was good. That was really freaking good. Rump roast. Yeah, rump roast needs, you gotta smack that rump roast. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, You know, you gotta like tenderize it first. Yeah. You know, 8 hours? I don't think I have the patience for that. I also bought a, because it was in the discount bin, I admit it. I go to the discount bin at Smith's. I won't buy no green ass meat. No, it wasn't that. It's like Madonna, not Moderna, that's the freaking thing. I bought a pork shoulder or whatever with all like the fat on it. I'll cook that son of a gun for like 4 or 5 hours. And those are good. I'll eat that for like 2 days. More commercials. I'm getting freaking flopped over the head. Ms. Google, how you doing? You are not the supreme ruler of China. Oh, that's good to know. It's not Carmine's? No. No. I haven't been to Carmine's in forever. Although, I'll give you another one that is up there too. We're talking, okay, Bavette's all day long for consistency. You can go there Monday, go back Thursday, come back next year, come back the day after, and it's just tight. You know, it's just, you can just, it's just that level of good and that level of consistent, which I've had bad steaks at Prime. You know, Prime ain't no joke. I mean, I've had like grizzly ass, you know, ribeyes. You know, like big, I was like, there's no grizzle on a friggin' ribeye. What the hell are you talking about here? It looks like a ribeye, but it's got a big ass grizzle in it. You know, like the silver skin. I'm like, what are you talking? I've had some bad steaks at excellent steakhouses and then gone back and been like, holy shit, this is a great steak. But Bavette's is just solid all the time. I've never been the only time I was disappointed was when they brought me someone else's. Like some lunatic ordered it like medium well or some shit, and I'm like, who killed this thing? But other than that, it's consistent. It's consistent. But I've had like the Prime, the Wagyu. It's like it wasn't a tenderloin. It's like the top sirloin or something. That is good. That was good. And I'll give you another one. Steak Diana. Who's Diana? Like, did she invent that? It's like ribeye pot roast. Steak Diana at Carbone. That is good. That's scrumptious. I don't use that word often. That shit. That's like, is anyone looking? Yeah, I'll lick the plate after that. Even if people are looking, that is just Toca Moderna. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Toco Moderna. And it was a great experience. I still have yet to buy them though. It was a great experience. I mean, the music, they had like this Afro pop vibe going on, and I was digging the shit out of it. I never knew what I was like, Google, what is this song? And I went and downloaded them all. They had good music in there. It was a little tight. Like, you know, the waitress was like squeezing in like this and whatever, a little tight, because the place is popular. You got to get a reservation or whatever, but yeah. And they come out with it's a cutting board with the blood things, like, you know, they're making human sacrifices and stuff, and then they serve it on a hot piece of slate that fits in. You can buy the same thing off of Amazon or whatever, like 40, 50 bucks. That way the meal stuff, it was good. It was good. Everything about that place was good. Enjoyed the absolute heck out of it. Oh, now I gotta eat some steak. Is that Jean George steak between? No, that John George is next to Jean George. That's next to Carbone's. I've eaten there a couple times too. That's got like a modern vibe to it. I like the old school. I like eating steak in a place that looks like you're eating in church, you know? I like you're sitting in pews and whatever. This is a little more quote unquote upscale. You know, it's got like glass tables and, you know, it's a little more whatever. A little more modern per se, but you know, I mean, I started out, I cut my teeth in steakhouses at Peter Luger's in New York, you know, so I'm used to that, you know, pews. You know, I want to eat my steak in a pew. There's just something about it, and that's Bavette's. You know, it's old school. It's wood and oak and leather and dark, and Yeah, sexy. But Jean George is a little more bright and upscale and shiny, stuff like that. It was good, but they had the best bone marrow ever. I mean, they came up with a friggin' Tyrannosaurus thigh. It was literally, I think I have a picture. I gotta go find that. I'll show you a picture. It was like this big. It was ginormous and it was perfect. And we was all in there, like eating that bone marrow and whatnot. And then once everyone like separated it, so we weren't swapping spit and whatever, once it was separated, then we were just like, no. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I could have ate that whole bone marrow myself. The bone marrow is healthy AF. Let me see if I can find that. Bone marrow. I got some bone marrow somewhere. That ain't bone marrow. What the hell is that? I don't know. Alright, where's the bone marrow at? I was telling someone about this today. Alright, you want to see shredded tacos? Somebody did not believe me that in the airport here in Vegas, that they have disposals. This is like when you enter the airport here. You guys have seen that, right? Is that everywhere now? Or is that just here in Vegas? Where you get to dispose of your DRUGS. I had a pass the other night past bone marrow is good and it's super healthy. I mean, you don't get a lot out, but it's super healthy. I passed it's like I had to go the back way down like Desert Inn and come up through the back, behind the Fashion Show Mall, kind of by here, and they got all the, how do I say this? The weed places. And people are flocking in there like they're giving it away. And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I don't care if people want to, they normalized it by calling it canna, what. But that just boggles my mind. I'm not saying I never did or I never will ever again, but it's just like, holy shit. I mean, it's like a religion to people. I mean, you got to see the lines of taxis and, I mean, it is, wow. Ubers and taxis and one after another, and people are walking from the strip all over, hey, come on, let's walk all the way in the 115-degree heat so we can get stupid. I mean, I was going to use the R word, but I know people don't like that, the RETARD word, but, like, what's the fun of getting, like, stupid? I mean, if smoking weed made you smarter, I'd be smoking that shit all day. You know what I'm saying? But it makes you still not. I mean, doesn't it? Does it not? I mean, yeah, it makes you relax, but it makes you eat. The fact that it's just legal is such a trip to me. It's such a trip. And then you got things like that, so before you get on the plane, you could throw it away, whatever. But it's like, yeah, let's get stupid. Let's get stupid. All right. Let's see. No, I'm not going to show you that picture. Should I show you pictures? No. Hey, I'll show you some pictures. Hang on. Let me see what. I'll show you some pictures. Oh, I got a picture of Steak Diana. I got Diana on the phone. You want to check out Diana? Oh, you broke it. You broke it. You're paying for it. I got a picture of Diana. There you go. Look at it. Is this sexy or what? You guys like seeing my pictures, don't you? That's the Steak Diana from Carbone's. Yeah, I took pictures of my food. It's just delicious. I don't know what. Oh, look at that. It's like Inception. No way. It's like a steak inside a steak inside a steak. That's cool. All right, let's see what else we got. All right. I'll point it over here. Is Vegas really as dead as people say? Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not like empty or anything, but it's pretty freaking dead. What is this? This is, that's some Javier's enchiladas when I didn't mind eating carbs and all that shit. I don't even know carbs no more. Carbs are for suckers. Let's see what else. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh yeah, let's go full blown freaking food. F it. Want to see food? Talking about buffets. We got time. I'm thinking of having my stag do next year. What? Where? Where you plan on having your stag thing? I didn't see that. In Vegas? I guess so. Or anywhere in specific. I'll let you know. Alright, you ready? That is, I gotta be careful what pictures I'm showing here. You never know what pops up. That is, Bavets elote, corn, for you white people out there. Oh, wait, I'm white. Alright, let's see what else. Oh, no way. No way. They go to Brussels sprouts. If you don't like Brussels, if you don't like bavets, I'll give you all the other type of Brussels sprouts, your grandma's, your aunt's, casserole, all the rest of it. But if you don't like bavets, Brussels sprouts, I don't know if we can be friends. There goes a beautiful center cut. That's a thick one. They drop. Oh, I'm turning it on the side so you can see it. Isn't that weird? That's the hollandaise sauce. I'm not a big hollandaise sauce. Yeah, I like. This is my favorite part. The dark meat on the prime rib. That's the best. But I got like an extra thick one. Someone's having a bachelor party. What happens at bachelor parties? I don't think I've ever been to one. Invite me to a bachelor party. I seriously have never been to a bachelor party. I wouldn't know a bachelor party if it jump up and bit me. There is, I like beefs too. There is, that's a Caesar, that's some type of Caesar salad thing going on there. Let's see what else. What else we got? Oh, the freshest, again, what is this, a commercial for bavets? They have the freshest shrimp in town. Look at that. Look how they do the cocktail sauce. They put the sauce and then they put the horseradish in there and you mix it up to taste. Of course, I'm just like, double it up, bro. But that is so deliciously fresh. And I'm getting hit with other freaking commercials. Oh, of course, it's a food commercial. Oh. This is, okay, I keep talking about that. Remember I said, for us people who are like gluten-free and whatnot, gluten-free. I'm just carb-free at this point. But still, I will bend the freaking rules. When everyone else is eating their bread, they got that pretzel bread, which is freaking delicious AF. But then they have this here where they are house-made potato chips. And they put it in that little container there and whatnot. And I just gobble those, but those are perfect for eating a steak tartare. And right there, look at it, I'm still getting that stupid commercial up there. They're doing twos. And that is a Bavette's Old Fashioned. Bachelor party, that's the one. Yeah, I would say, you know, Bavette's is, Bavette's. Vegas is a good place for a bachelor party. Depends what you're expecting out of a bachelor party, of course. You know, if you're expecting to get lucky, I don't know. You're expecting just entertainment, have a good time, get drunk and whatnot. Depends what you want. But yeah, I'd say 2 thumbs up. I would just be careful because if, you know, they know you're there for a bachelor party, unless you're going to hire these quote-unquote escorts, which I wouldn't trust as far as you could throw one, you know, things could happen. You know, they could do, you know, they could put something in your drink and steal your watches. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Let me see what else we got. What the hell was that? I don't even know where that picture's from. I got a food folder. I don't eat onions. That old-fashioned, they got some good, it was a tequila old-fashioned too. That's what I generally have. This is, that's one of the suites at Trump International. They're just so nice. They look like bedrooms. They look homey. They don't look like a restaurant. What were we looking for? We were looking for something. Oh, we were looking for bone marrow. But instead of bone marrow, there's some more bavette steak. I can tell by the steak knife with some elote. And, oh, they got some good mac and cheese with the giant horks of bacon in there. Oh, just give me the bacon. Give me the bacon. Yeah, I take pictures of foods. Yeah. All right, you ready? You ready to get really hungry? Trump the International is just such a great place to stay. I mean, that's nice right there. That is a rare, medium rare, whatever. Yum. Never eat the hollandaise. I don't know, just that doesn't sit well with me. Hollandaise is just like, yeah, whatever. And there you go with the old fashioned. What up, old fashioned? Oh, that's a better picture of the old fashioned. Yeah. Food is pretty much friggin' poison. Alright, let me find it. Oh, you want to see another picture? It's kind of sexy. That's Circus. Look at that prime rib. That is friggin' delicious. Might see some familiar faces in there. Right? See anyone we know? I see a Joe. Oh yeah, let's just look at meat. Let's just stare at meat. Yeah, rare, medium rare. It's always good. Depends on the thickness too. Oh, you want to see something weird? Have I ever showed this picture before? Alright. We were doing the dummy check. You know, dummy check being, you know, when you leave a room. It was at it was like $6,000 a night, freaking jumbo suite at Encore. So we were doing a dummy. It was a bunch of us, you know. It was like 2 bedrooms, well, 3 bedrooms, had the couch. It was a bunch of us during a convention. So we were doing the dummy check, you know, like what's on the, you know, make sure you don't leave nothing behind. You want to see what I found during the dummy check? You know what that is, right? And I was like, yikes, what do we do with that? What the actual F do we do with that? Done went and flushed it down the toilet. Oh, there we go. Where's the bone marrow? Where's my coffee? That was a plate at, what's the place, what's the name of that place? Oh, God. Am I making everyone hungry? I'm getting freaking hungry. Look at them stuffed mushrooms there. The place at Sahara. What's the name of that? Look at the I think that's beans underneath. Beans, good for your heart. More you eat them, more you fart. Oh, there we go. That's a better picture. That was their plates. Was it? I'm tired. I'm tired. It's been a long ass week. That's that plates over at. It's that Spanish dude. Oh wait. I think I got it. I think I done got it. Oh, that's actually a picture of that suite. It had a mirror on the ceiling. What are they gonna have a mirror on the ceiling for? That's a bavette steak, again with that hollandaise sauce. Bizarre Meats, thank you very much, Thomas. How you doing? Yeah, that's a little better picture. What are we doing now? This is the Food Network or what? Where the heck is that, Hold everything. I'll done find it. I'm done waiting to find it. Oh, that's when me and Phil got our tattoos. What up, Phil? That was fun. That was actually fun. I had to drive home naked because the ink would have got everywhere. That was funny. Oh, we got more food. Oh, I can tell that's bavettes because there's the old-fashioned in the back. Bam. All right, what else? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I found it. I found it. No way. No way, Bror Fredrik. There you go. They got that Tyrannosaurus freaking... Alright, you ready? Ready to be amazed? That was Jean-Georges. That's like a T-Rex thigh or something. That's some good shit right there. And then they give you the bread and all the stuff. I don't eat that. Just dig in. That's all deliciousness in there. Yum. Bone marrow. I even took pictures of the menu. Oh yeah, because we're so special, we got the reserved. Yeah, that's... What is it? Yeah, that's Jean-Georges too. I'm gonna find me some more pictures. That's their plates. That's how they plate things up. What the hell is that even? I don't even know. It doesn't look all that appealing. But yeah. There you go. There goes some bone marrow. I need more coffee, girl. What the heck is that? It's got bacon on it. That's all I care about. That is a Jean-Georges steak. They serve it with them little pepperoncinis. Your choice of sauces. Whatever it is, it's freaking McDonald's. I don't need no sauce. Oh, look at that. What a delicious cow. Oh, that's their bathroom. If you ever want to know what the guy's bathroom looks like at Jean-Georges, there you go. There you go. Alright, I want to talk to you guys. Enough of this. Alright, enough. Yeah, you can't see the rest of my stuff. Can't see the rest of my stuffs. I need more coffee. I'm like barely in. Come on, girl. I gotta summon Haley with my mental powers. Wait, let me see. Oh shit, it's working. It worked. It worked. My chi is strong today. She was like all waist deep in her phone. And she was like when Spock did that thing where he forced the guard to unlock the door. He was just like, I just did one of those. Alright, cool. At least I know I have that power. Best napkins ever. Alright. I gotta restart my chat because I don't see no chat that's going on. Want to see more food? I got more food, but I want to say hello to people. I want to see what. How come I'm drawing a blank over here? What's up with that? Oh, there we go. Oh no way! I missed some super chat activities. I missed Angry Swede with the 10. Banana Rounds, thank you very much. From one Leo to another. I see you. One day we'll rule the world, and there won't be nothing that they can do to stop it. Except we'll make it better. And they'll praise us for our efforts. And Ms. Google with the 50 banana ramen. Thank you very much, and you are welcome. Alright. Damn, I smell good. Wow. I just stretched my... This, believe it or not, this t-shirt is like 80 bucks. It was like 80 bucks, and I bought it on at the Dillard's discount spot. They have their own discount center at the Meadows Mall, which is totally messed up. You can get killed up in there. And on the discount rack at the discount store. I paid like 14 bucks for it or something, but it's like an $80 t-shirt. But if I'm far enough away, it looks like I'm naked. So it's kind of fun. I smell good. What the hell is that? It's Tom Ford. Oh, Tom Ford black lacquer. It is good. It's good. I don't know if the ladies dig it or not, but I dig it. I'm just like, how you doing, bro? Oh, more bra commercials. Sick. Got the side boobage. Got the top boobage. Got all the boobage. Got the flowers, got the stretchies. Oh, you can wring it out. You got the elastic. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, all right. Oh, it comes packed in dry ice? No shit. That's cool. Perfect. Thank you. I gotcha. The second one's always the best. They say this, it's never as good as the first time. I call it bullshit. Who came up with that? It's even a Sade song. Even Sade memorialized it. It's never as good as the first. I call bullshit. It's always better the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Thing. First time is like, you know, that's like a mulligan sometimes. Depends what we're talking about, but first time could be a mulligan. That coffee was a mulligan. You know, it sat there a while. I got 2 spoons. I'm gonna freeze them. Take care of my wrinkles. I need more napkins. Hold on.
It smells like chocolate in here.
Do I look naked? All right, let's build this coffee. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna put, I want a regular sugar. I deserve regular sugar.
I didn't have any today.
I'll give this, I gotta shout out that dude right there. I don't know if, I don't know how lucky he is right there. I mean, if he knows he's, do I have a boob fetish? I don't know, do I? I gotta check. I gotta check. Every time I pass, not that I'm anything special, but just dudes in general. This ain't about me. Every time I passed her coming and going, she went like, she's not on her phone. She just was like, oh, there's another guy in the proximity. I'm gonna respect my man and not like check him out. Good woman. Good freaking woman. I feel like if he gets up, I'm gonna go tell him. Bro, your woman looked in the other direction when I walked by. I was like, ah, that's a good woman right there. That's a good woman. I mean, it's actually weird. Like, you ever see like a woman check out a dude when she's with a guy? I feel bad for dudes like that. That's pretty bad. But she looked away. She was just like, I respect that. That was strong. Good on you, sister. And bro, yeah. You can wife her up. You got my permission. Alright. Let's get some coffee going here. Not that this is no slouch on the caffeine, because now I'm starting to get a little lit. So I'm good. What are we talking about? Something. I don't know. Everything. I'm talking about food. I'm gonna be. I've been so busy. I've been skipping meals, like wholesale skipping meals. I've lost a lot of weight in the past month, but I'm like, you know, there's no off button. There's no off button lately. I'm enjoying every minute of it, but every minute of it's like, you know, 12, 14. I did almost an 18-hour day this week. 18 hours. That was crazy. But I feel good. I mean, I'm enjoying every minute of it. I love being productive. But I also like eating. But it's hard to eat when you're, you know, when you're in a Teams or a Zoom call or whatever. Oh, WebEx. Oh, I hate WebEx. It's hard to do. You know? My bro, let's go. I'll come check you out. I gotta tip him just because he's cool. I like that guy. He's the OG, remember him? He was the first dude. He used to be over here all the time. He was our first point of contact over here. But yeah. Let's see. So what were we talking about? Vegas is slow. Yeah, Vegas is bad. I mean, they boil the frog. They boil the frog. Tightest friggin' machine, tighter than a snake's ass. Bottle of water, $17. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. A stupid little cheeseburger. I mean, this place is fairly affordable, but unless you're gonna really eat like a homeless person, it's expensive. You'll spend $300 just $200-300 just on food, decent food here to come. I mean, per person, you got to look at like between 500 and 1,000 a day to enjoy yourself in this town. That's getting out there. My headache is finally gone. I think that's what it was. I needed some caffeine to loosen up my capillaries. Marie Belle, yes, that's a good woman does that. I mean, if I'm walking down an aisle and one woman's like, how you doing? And another woman's like, resting bitch face, or like, I find that more attractive than, because I already had her. You know what I'm saying? I already had her. She, that I don't have to go through the motions because she already expressed that interest. So I already had her, move on to the one who's like unattainable, not unattainable. How would I say? No woman is unattainable. How would I verbalize that? Like I'd want, I'm sorry, I don't gotta get into it. Yes, that is a good woman. I've been on a date who has left me to go, wow, that's messed up, Rick. Like she just bounced and went with another dude. Yikes. Like I do that too. I mean, I'm sort of immune. I'm not a leerer, starer kind of guy. I mean, I play games like live and whatnot, but whatever. But overall, me personally, I don't like giving the satisfaction, especially if you're going out of your way for male attention. I don't want to join the club. My time, my effort, my eyes, my glance, all that is valuable. I mean, you're seeking attention. I ain't giving it to you. I'm not going to reward you. I'm not going to indulge your need for attention by being like, like 99% of the 80% of the dudes out there. I'm not going to do it. I ain't buying what you're selling. I'm just aloof. I'm just like, could you move? Trying to watch the TV. Could you move? That's me. If a woman's seeking attention, just unless it's your woman. If your woman is seeking attention, give it to her. But if any woman is seeking your attention just for the hell of it, what does that make you? A John. You're a John. You're an attention John. Why give it to her? Someone almost took my coffee. How you doing, Chris? Ounce Willis. I gotta catch up with everyone. Nice rack, Gertrude. That's funny. What did I say here? Something just popped up. Vera Charm Bras. Are Vera Charm Bras good? I gotta see one of those. Huh. Does that top come with a bottom? I'm catching up on all your comments here. Then we'll go look at more. We'll still play what's on my phone or in my feed. But we also got to talk about ice, because I think ice is going to come to Vegas soon. And as much as I like what they're doing, I think it'll be really bad for Vegas. I think it'll be really bad for Vegas. So someone get me to circle back to talking about ice coming to Vegas. That one comment deserved to be modded out. Who's getting modded out? Michael, that Bowlsley? I think that's cool. The mind meld, yeah. I did that mind meld trick on it. I would be tempted to make a Star Wars reference, but I'm not a Star Wars dude. I'm going back in time and check. Tim, hey bro, I see the table Kathy and I sat at the last. Yeah, that was great seeing you guys again. It really was. Tim and his lovely wife sat right at that table over there, and we hung out a bit afterwards. Yeah, wow, that is hot. But I got leather-like hands for the most part. Real sugar. That is good. All right. Bizarre meats. That's so sweet. I don't know, Jose. I don't know if the escorts are on sale yet. You know, maybe it's like they do BOGO now. Buy one get one free or something. I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't pay in general. That's just weird. That's just weird. I mean, some guys are like, hey, you're paying anyway. You got to take it to Bavette's. It's going to cost you, you know, $400 to go out. You might as well just put it on the nightstand and shit. I mean, I get that. I get that idea. But at the same time, I don't know. Paying. Never paid. Well, I'll admit it. I never paid. I don't know what that experience is like. Have I been paid? No. Paying to knock boots. Let me think about that. No. Just no. Another commercial. It's not a bra commercial again. No. I can honestly say never paid. I don't say that with like, ooh, you know, it's just, I just never did. Jose only pays for, yeah, okay. Alright, I get that. Vegas will collapse, yeah. Vegas will collapse if ICE shows up here. We'll circle back to that in a second. Uh-oh. I think we had someone got modded. I want to see the message. I want to buy one ticket to Wizard of Oz. Nope. Buy a ticket to... Yeah, I want to go over sometime next week if I have time. I do want to go see that Wizard of Oz display because they've had that love sign in the Venetian for like 30, 40 years already. I love exaggerating. But they finally changed it. So I want to go see what that's all about. Dun, 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 dun. Nobody wants a baseball stadium in Vegas. This is true. This is true. Have you ever done an F? It would be on. Have you ever done an F? F it be on a table game. English acquisition. Have I ever done an F? It be on a table game. You gotta elaborate on that a little bit. I think I'm missing the nuance of that. So yeah, hit me with that. Yeah, I mean, it's just, they said it. They were like, we want to turn this town. We don't want average people in town anymore. We just want people, you know, high-end people and this and that. But no, town isn't, no. And it's got more to do with that. It's not just that. It's just people are afraid to leave, and I mean, shit's tight. Even though, you know, the inflation is at the lowest it's been in years and years. We're at 1.8% inflation, but prices are still high. And oh, the tariffs, all the rest of that crap. Whatever. Who cares? Just go out and make money. Put $1,000 on black. Okay. Super chat me, no, don't super chat. Venmo me 1,000. I'll run right over to right up back here. I'll put $1,000. Cool. Am I dreading? Hey, what's up, Jim? Am I dreading F1 again? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. It always is. I mean, last year it wasn't as bad traffic-wise as it was previously. You know, they had it a little tamer, but it was mostly because of the bridge that they put up. You know, we drove and walked on that bridge and whatnot, but they got it down to a science. Prices are higher than ever. Yeah, kinda, but they're not accelerating now. I mean, they got some crazy shit because, you know, I'm in the technology space, business-wise. but also in the AI space, and I dabble in AI. You know what? They're doing some crafty shit now. Like, they're incorporating AI into the price structures of when you buy shit at various stores. They're rolling this shit out already, where they'll just like, oh, Bror Fredrik, you know, he's not gonna pay $4.99 for this Dawn liquid, and they can change the price. When you start seeing digital prices on the shelves at your local supermarkets and such, be aware. They literally change them based on facial recognition. Like, if they know you to be a person that doesn't give a flying fuck what you pay, you know, you're just not cost conscious, you'll see higher prices than the person behind you that's more cost conscious. That's what they're doing now with AI. I believe that should not happen. That should not happen. As much as I'm in favor of robots and AI and all the rest of that shit, they should not. Amazon does it. You can prove it. Fire up 3 different browsers, log in on one, use a phony email on the other, and don't use another one. You'll see 3 different prices, sometimes, on the same exact item. Yeah, I mean, they're starting to do that. I believe that should be illegal, to tell you the truth. A screw event, oh, I get it. Yeah, I get what you're saying, English acquisition. Yeah, I've done some effort bets in the past and whatnot. Yeah, I have. Like, especially when you're like, you know, back in the days, you know, you'd be down to like your last whatever, and it's like, you look at it, it's like, oh, I lost X amount of money, and I got this 100 left, and you're just like, fuck it, black. You know, I've done shit like that, but I don't really, honestly, I don't really gamble much, if at all, anymore, because the machines are tight. You know, the table limits on the floor are utterly freaking ridiculous. You know, I mean, there's other things to do. People watching is free. I'm just like, yeah, I'm watching some people right now doing weird shit. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a big. I used to gamble a lot, but gambling is a bad addiction. Let's see, Vegas is like any other town with gambling. Prices are high now. Let's get back to Paramount. How you doing? Yeah, Kroger's starting to do that. They're rolling it out. Once it hits Walmart, we're screwed. Like on-demand pricing. That I believe should be outlawed by the FCC. What's the one that FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, should not let you adjust prices according to individuals. That should be some type of, that should be illegal. That should be totally illegal. Oh, that's good. All right, let's talk about ice coming to Vegas. See, that's why it's an $80 t-shirt, because it's freaking smooth AF. And it's not tight, it's just freaking smooth. It's like silky. I felt myself up. Okay, so, Trump comes out for the second time and declares Nevada, and then he calls out Las Vegas and he says, sanctuary city. Colonel Mustard. Yeah. And he says, oh, it's a sanctuary city. So our governor, Lombardi, whatever his name is, he's like, no, we're not, liar, pants on fire. This is the second time he called that out. I have a feeling that Trump is fixing to, I mean, he's got a lot to clean up in LA, you know. I mean, supposedly the streets are empty, there's no traffic anymore, that's how many illegals were here. But in this town alone, just estimates say, not so much in Vegas proper, but Clark County, which is the county Las Vegas in, estimates 300,000 illegals here. A lot of them work in the casinos, a lot of them are everywhere. I mean, I go to the Home Depot, I'm doing some remodeling at my place and whatever. I need some Mexicans, and I don't say that in a bad way, but I went inside to Home Depot and asked for an estimate on something, and they were like, oh, that's $9,000 in labor. I'm like, eat a bag. $9,000 in labor. I got some Mexicans out there, you know, come and do it for like $900, and they'd be happy. And I I wouldn't say they would do a better job, but, you know, I would have to watch them and whatnot, but don't get rid of all of them. Or give them a path to doing something right, you know, like do Bror Fredrik's house and anyway. So don't get rid of them all quite yet. However, they're everywhere here. They're literally everywhere. I was at Smith's like 2 nights ago because they close at midnight, and it was predominant. They come out at night, you know. You could tell because like when I walk by, you know, and I got this freaking G.I. Joe looking shit going on, you know, the high and tight. They're just like this. Oh, let me read the circular. Is he gone? Is he gone? You know, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna ice you. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat me. 300,000. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And if they do that here, it's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be many, many problems because one, it's gonna be a problem. I mean, I could think of it on many levels. There's gonna be, like right now, they said it's hard to. There's more sellers in Las Vegas than there are buyers of homes. But every time a home comes up for sale, BlackRock freaking scoops it up, and Vanguard and whatever. There's a whole development out west. They built all these houses. They planned on selling them. Now they're renting them. You can rent houses now, like brand new freaking houses, like it's an apartment complex. Okay, that's what they want anyway. But there's gonna be a glut because there will be so many empty apartments here. There'll be so many empty homes. That's gonna start to be problematic. The labor force is gonna be kind of effed up. Like I said, I need some cheap labor too. I honestly do. And you know what? I'll like write him a letter. I'll be like, Dear President Trump, this guy's all right. He did a good job in my house. Hook him up with some citizenship. Love, Bror Fredrik. And I'll say, take this if ICE gets you. Oh, that was the other thing. They were like, oh my God, Trump is letting teenagers work for ICE. If you get a job, you can apply for ICE because they got 2 tranches of money, $75 billion and then another $75 billion just to hire agents. You get a $50,000 signing bonus, and it's a low 6-figure job, like 120, 130, 140 to go, like, you know, ice baby. All right, cool. So they're freaking out. Oh my God, he's hiring He's not hiring fucking 14-year-olds, 18 and 19. If you could send them to war to die and fight for the country and teach them how to freaking drop mortars and whatnot, they're okay to be ICE agents in my eyes, you know? Oh, he's hiring teenagers. They always got to put that spin to make it look like something nefarious is going on. Oh, he's hiring teenagers. Well, anyway. But, yeah, when they come here, it's going to be bad. I'm not saying so much that the hotels hire them because their books have to be relatively clean, but the backbone is 300,000 in a county of 2.2 million, so it's a little better than about 15% of the population supposedly is illegal. So you just eliminate 15% of the population. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't know, Jim, I don't know if there's an age limit or not. I don't know. I think it's up to 50. I think up to 50, you got to pass some type of health. That's the other thing. Like Trump said, oh, I want our kids to be healthy and we're going to go back to doing fitness. I'd rather have my kids doing push-ups. I don't have kids, but if I have kids, I'd rather have them doing push-ups than, you know, getting read to by drag queens. I mean, oh my God, it's like forced labor. He wants them to do fitness. I had 2 gym periods. When I was a kid, one of the classes was weightlifting and track. You know, they wanted you healthy. Now it's like, oh my God, that's so horrible. I don't know. I mean, like I said, he could cure cancer and they'd be like, oh, he hates terminally ill people. he's a racist against terminally ill people because he wants to cure cancer. It's a friggin' mental disorder. Not saying he's perfect, because I'm like, bro, release the list already. Stop fucking around. Stop fucking around there, bro. Alright. Renato. Frankie Proudy. What up, bro? That shirt is matching my corona. Yeah, some excellent expression. Excellent. Well, I appreciate that, Frank, and it sounds like your dad was a cool dude. I'm sure we'd get along awesomely. I would hire a few guys at Home Depot in Ranch, California. That $50 million for Nicholas Maduro. Yeah, I mean, this some. Keep them comments coming. I like these comments. I don't mind talking about this stuff. I mean, there's pros and cons to it. Like, I don't want to pay $9,000 have someone come work in my house, but at the same time, I'd rather pay $900. But I wouldn't get like the true ones that wait out in the parking lots and whatnot, you know? Like true, like in your house and whatnot, hit you in the head with a crowbar or some shit. But you know, if they were like friends of a friend, they'd be like, hey, you know, I ain't got no papers and whatnot. But I don't know. There should be a path to citizenship, but at the same time, there also shouldn't be no frickin'. I mean, there's probably 15 million illegals in this country. 15 million. You can't get rid of them all. Renato, you're from Brazil. Shout out Brazil. I just checked the records of those there. Yeah, I agree with that, Jim West. There was a time, like the last time Trump was president, they got all scared and they rechecked all the employees of the hotels got checked again because a lot of them were here on green cards and things like that. So, yeah, and they fired a bunch of people, not a lot, but they fired a bunch of people who were not illegal. They didn't hire illegals per se, but then they also did the same thing with like apartments. Like now they will ask you on the application, are you a citizen? You gotta say yes or no, or you got a green card and shit like that. You know, prior to that, there'd be like, 12 people living in a 2-bedroom apartment. This will be a deep recession, better save some money. I do not disagree, Jose. Yeah, everyone should be. Don't save money. Saving money is kind of a fool's errand. Invest money. That'd be a better way to say it. Take your money, invest it in something. Like Bitcoin, or SCHD, or PLTR. PLTR is going to hit $200. Anyone who jumped on board back in the day when we first started talking about it, we're at 10x. 10x. 1,000 is 10,000. 10,000 is 100,000 in less than a year. You can make money if you invest properly. Saving money is pointless. That's like taking an ice cube and holding it in your hand until it melts. Because inflation, inflation doesn't sleep. Every day you hold $1, it's worth less. Invest your money because there might be if the Democrats get back in power after all's said and done, we're all fucked, like epically fucked, because they're gonna take it out on everyone. What is that? It smells like something's burning. Oh, maybe it's this candle. Is it running out of juice? I don't know how that's. I mean, I dig it and everything. That's kind of Molotov-y. I like it. Yeah, invest and don't spend it. I'm not spending no Bitcoin until Bitcoin hits $1 million. I mean, that's just smart. Buy food and commodities. No, tech is still good. I mean, Johnson & Johnson is, we could talk all about that. Investing is the right thing to do. You got to put the money to work. Something that's got to keep ahead of inflation. Just like, you can't save your way to retirement. You can't save your way to anything, really. I mean, saving, so you save $1,000, and 10 years later, it has the same buying power as like 600. Saving is bad. Everyone thinks, well, I'm going to save up for a house. No. By the time you save up for a down payment on a house, you don't have enough for a down payment on a house, you know, because it's just inflationary. Inflation is a hidden tax. Was that Bitcoin I mentioned? What was that? But yeah, Bitcoin. Invest in Bitcoin. You know, that's the best way to put it. What's up, BC? Got in at 20. It's gonna hit 2. It could be the next $1,000 stock. Imagine that we're sitting back here when it's like $800, just being like, you know. I hope everyone put at least $1,000 into it or something. 500, whatever. I have never been to Brazil, Renato. I might think I'm hungry. I think of food. Renato. I have not been to Brazil. I always wanted to go to Brazil. You got some cool football there, and the football fans are awesome in Brazil. You got in at 17. You beat me. I got in at 20. High 20s, 2056, and then 2157 was where I bought my 2 tranches of PLTR. 17, wow, that's a good one. Good on you. Invest. All right, I gotta restart my chat. I must be getting the shit beat out of me with commercials. Ta-da-ta-ta-ta. What time is it? Yeah, so if ICE comes to this town, everyone's screwed, blued, and tattooed. But they are going to come. Eventually, they'll have to. I mean, are they going to be ready? Is this town going to... Would they come on the strip and start jumping out of the back of U-Hauls like they do in L.A.? Because, you know, they're up and down the strip, too, selling freaking beer and whatever. Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad when they come here because it's going to directly affect the economy, like directly affect. Do I still do collagen? Yes. Collagen, ever since people have figured it out, it's gone up in price. Good quality collagen made from like 3 or 4 types: bovine, cow, shell, chicken, whatever. It's like double. Some of them are triple now. Like when I first started talking about it, you can buy a 2-pound sack of collagen for $19.99. Now it's $49.99, but it's still worth every penny. I mean, it lasts me like 2 months or 40, but aches and pains gone, skin smooth. You just feel good. You feel good. Yeah, much benefit from the collagen. Don't buy the shit one. Buy one with at least 4 major, the complex collagen, and they put Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, and 4 in there. You get some collagen from beef, some from chicken, some from shellfish, and some from I don't know, dinosaurs or something, whatever. I gotta tell Haley to bring me more milk next time. This is almost black, but I'm enjoying it. You know what? I have not been to the Sphere yet. I have not, because as a local, I mean, I've seen the outside, it's beautiful and everything, but I've never stepped foot in there. I honestly have not. It's expensive too. You know, I'm not spending, you know, I'm kind of like a Ferengi when it comes to that. I mean, am I gonna spend $200, $300, $400, $500 to go to the Sphere? Double that if I take someone? Or am I going to spend that on, like, you know, whatever, food for a month, you know? I just, no. Hey, Rick, you're pushing the limits there. You know, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish, Rick R. You know you're pushing it. I mean, just take it down a notch. Yeah, I got 2 spheres. Wow. That's hilarious. Saying, but I do too. At night it is amazing. Alright, let's see. Good morning. Shout out Warrington, UK. Vegas back in the 70s. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the 90s were cool too. Like the era of, what was the movies? Vegas, baby. Like that era was cool. Like limousines trucking up and down. people hanging out the top, you know, yelling stuff. And, I mean, I used to walk from like one casino to the next with an old fashioned or a glass scotch in my hand, and you know, it was just different. The 90s, but in general, that was the 90s. Humanity peaked in the 90s anyway. So shout out to Chris, Nat, and Frank, and everyone over there. Tickets for the $150 to $400. You know, I mean, if you're visiting town, yes, it's an experience. As a local, you know, it's like one of those things. Like, I'm from New York, if you haven't figured that out. I mean, I went to the Statue of Liberty in grade school when I was like 7 or 8 on a field trip with the school. And then I went again before I left New York. You know, you get like, you know, not like jaded, but it's just like, you live here, you know? It's like, I could see that whenever. You know, if I was ever going to leave town, which one day I will, I'll go to the Sphere. I'll spend the $400 or whatever just to check it out and be like, you know, it's pretty freaking awesome. I'm down. But it's always there, so I could always go when I want. Look at this. Another bra commercial. All about it. Look at that. Got the side boobage and the this and 2 thumbs up and the flowers. Oh, that's the same one. I always get the bra commercial. It's durable, it's breathable, it doesn't slip, no more constant adjusting. Ooh, no more constant adjusting. Ladies, do you know that when you're adjusting your bra in front of dudes, we're just all like, what are you doing? You know? I mean, just be conscious of that, you know? Like when ladies are like, you know, you think you're like fixing something and, you know, half the guys are just like, damn, bro, check it out. And they're all like pretending they're on their phones like. Oh, jeez. Imagine bro walk around. That's one of my things. I do want to go back to New York at some point. I really do want to go back to New York. I want to see the old, you know, stomping grounds and whatnot. F1 is kicking. F1 BC. They'll start construction in about 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. They'll start doing the construction again. It's gonna be crazy. Is the air smoke? The air was smoky AF, Paramount, for like half a day. I woke up one morning, got out, had to go run an errand or whatever. Couldn't even see the strip. Could not see the strip. I'm like 6, 7 miles, 8 miles, whatever it is. Could not see the strip whatsoever. It was just like, whoa. And you couldn't smell it though. That was a weird thing. It didn't smell like, you know, barbecue or anything. And then, I don't know, a couple hours later, it was just clear. I mean, we have so much pollution here anyway, it's hard to differentiate. But there was like a half a day where you couldn't see anything. Probably cheaper to meet you in New York than Vegas. The way it's going, yeah. All right, me and Jim we're gonna do a New York thing. We're gonna go to Peter Luger's. We're gonna go down to Sheep's Head Bay and we're gonna do some fishing and whatnot. That'd be awesome. If I ever moved out of Vegas, where would I move to? That's a good question. Okay. If I move out of Vegas and I hit lotto, I would get 3 places. I would get one in Tahoe, one somewhere in New England, and one in Florida. That way I could be by the beach, I could be by the fjord, Lake Tahoe, and the Pacific. New England. I love New England. I love the smell. I love everything about New England, except the politics. But I love it. Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont. I love the area. I do. Christmas in New England is not much can compare to Christmas in New England. I miss it. Upstate New York, something like that. I don't know. But that would be when I don't want to pay no state taxes. I don't want to pay no state taxes. I'm so not used to paying state taxes. Once I left New York paying them damn state taxes, now I'm just like, I ain't doing it no more. Yeah, imagine that, Chris. You know, who they're fixing to elect, like they want Sharia law in New York. Do people even understand what that is? I mean, you know, people ready to get their hands cut off for, you know, forgetting to pay for something in the bodega. Yikes. Your son lives in Ramona, California. It's like Disneyland for us. We need to take out a loan. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Disneyland is equally stupid expensive. You know, what does that cost? You know, at least $500 per person or more per day. Do I miss? Yeah, I do. You know, everyone talks about, I miss the, I hate to use the word, diversity of New York, you know? If I wanted some Jamaican beef patties, I know where to go. If I want to go eat some, you know, some Italian food, I know where to go. Want to eat some Chinese food, want to eat some Japanese food, or just be around the people or whatever. You know, it's just, you have everything. I mean, you have that in Vegas too, but not really. I mean, let's just face it, not really. I mean, you have it, but it's the tourist version of it. Yes, you have all the, you know, you have Javier's, you have this, you have that. No, I'm talking like, you know, mom and pop spot that you can just, you know, cruise down to like Jamaica, Queens and, you know, go eat at a Jamaican restaurant. Not that the two have anything to do with each other, but yeah, you can go down to Astoria, you know, go eat some Greek food or whatever. I miss that. I miss like the authenticity of that. This is authentic, but I'm not gonna spend, you know, $500 to eat some Jamaican meat patties, you know what I'm saying? You know, the ones that like, you know, if you leave them too long in the bag, there's so much grease they fall through, then you know they're good. But whatever. Yeah, the sunsets, the beach in Florida, the weather. I mean, I'm not big on the humidity or whatever. I love the winters here, I gotta say. I love the winters here. Not too cold, they're just perfect. The winters here are perfect. That spot from like mid-December to March-ish, I love it. Absolutely love it. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Most states don't collect state income tax. Yeah, they just charge you more property tax. That is true. That is true. And that's another form of frickin' robbery. Property tax. That should be. I mean, they keep talking. I mean, I keep hearing all these things. I heard another one with Trump. Oh, you know, he's going to propose a bill that, you know, there's no taxes up to $200,000 of your income. I heard that like frickin' 10 times already. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it and stop talking about it. You know, I'm just like, you know, I'm up to here with this already. I'm tired of hearing the talk. Oh, I want to, I mean, I'm not knocking it. It's better talk than, hey, we're going to double tax everyone. But just fucking do it. You know, I'm tired of talking about it already. Just, if you're going to do it. And then you got the dude down in Florida saying, oh, I'm going to eliminate all property. Just do it. Stop talking about it and do it. Okay, there's processes and this and that. And, you know, and there'll be an executive order, no tax, this and that. Okay, and then some asshole judge will be like, oh no, we need taxes and override them. And where are these federal judges? They're gonna all eat a bag. Yeah, I'm just tired. I'm just tired of hearing about it. Just do it. Like in the very beginning, the first 3 months, everything was getting done. It's like, oh, it promised it, did it, promised it, did it, promised it, did it. Oh, the Epstein list? Did we promise that? Shit. Which one of you assholes promised we'd release that? You know, ever since then, I haven't seen nothing other than, you know, ICE is still rounding people up and whatnot. The border's secure, cool. Economy is getting better. Despite what people think, the economy is getting better. But it depends for who. You know, if you're an investor, the economy's great. If you're taking any spare income you have and dumping it into investments, you're doing good. You know, the market's doing great. You're saving it. You're sucking wind right now. But anyway, we're on the right. I mean, I'd take this over the alternative of the cackle queen, and you know, we'd already be like epically fucked if she was president. But anyway, what are we talking about? The casinos die will take away resort fees. Yeah, they're starting to do the resort fee thing here. I mean, there's only one way to vote, and that's with your wallet. I mean, honestly. And all these, like I was saying last week, there's this movement that the Democrats want to come through and say, just don't spend your money. I'll support that. I'll align with the left if they agree that no one's going to spend a dime for like a week. I will do that. I've always said, if we stop paying our property tax for a month, everyone, you know, if everyone didn't pay their electric bill this month, like everyone, what's up, Alex? If everyone did that, they'd be forced to lower their prices because they cannot shut off the entire country. You know, they cannot. They could if they wanted to, but they can't. You know, oh, well, we're putting up solar panels, and this town brags about how we get all our power from solar and whatever. Then why the fuck does my bill keep going up? If we're getting free energy, with 80% of our energy is free now from the sun, why am I still paying $600 a month? You know, why does my bill keep going up and up and up? But it's free energy now? What a freaking scam. What a scam. Anyway, Trump's making deals for the tariff. Yeah, I know. The tariff thing does work. The tariffs do work. I mean, I don't care what the same people who, you know, can't decide what a woman is are all of a sudden experts on frickin' global economics. Dumbasses. Tariffs don't work. Yeah. Anyway, what time is it? Oh, it's getting late. You'll see. What are we talking about here? I'm reading. Yeah, getting California. You guys got it rough. But yeah, property taxes and bullshit. You never pay, I mean, you own it. Oh, but it helps fix the streets. No, it doesn't. You know who pays to fix the streets? The federal government. The federal government gives grants to every city and municipality to fix the streets, and to pay the cops, and to do this, and to do... There was a tax here that was supposed to be temporary to hire new officers, and they just decided like 2 or 3 months ago, yeah, we're gonna keep that going. Did you ever see a tax that went away? They told us a few years ago, this is a temporary tax that we're going to attach to the hotels, so you guys are paying for it, and to homeowners. But it was temporary. And then they just said, nope, sorry, changed our mind on that one. It's temporary, it's still temporary, but we're going to temporarily extend the temporarily for another 5 years. Was there ever a tax that ever went away? No. What a joke. And then they'll figure at one point we'll all forget and they won't even have to announce it anymore. Like we're all a bunch of dumbasses. Oh wait, we're talking about collecting things. What's this guy talking about? He's collecting some coins and some baseball cards. Is that money in coins and baseball cards? I traveled to many rodeos in California. I mean, I like California. I like the weather. Driving a Range Rover in California and being all chill and whatnot, but I don't think I'd be welcome. I think they'd probably boot me out. Hey, Bror Fredrik, we don't like the way you think. Whatever. All right, people. I'm gonna jet. I hope you had fun. I had fun. I'm a little tired, in case you haven't noticed. Yeah, but I'll try to, definitely next Friday, I'll try to get out at least one more day next week. I want to thank everyone who performed the Super Chat activities. Let me just make sure I did not miss anyone. No, I got everyone. Let me toss up some hearts across the street. Bam, 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 across the street. See, I'm like punch drunk. I'm like sleep drunk. Alright, so I'm going to get going. I appreciate you hanging out. And I'm going to invite everyone to do what? Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least one time. I guarantee you one time. Oh, that's a thumbnail. Wait. I crack myself up sometimes. And do the things, do the this, do the that, and I got the Venmo and the Cash App. Cash App is cool because I can just buy Bitcoin with it. Can't do that with Venmo. You can, but you know, you got a KYC and all that shit. But it's all good. I love you guys. And on that, can you smell me? That black lacquer, Tom Ford black lacquer is good. Highly recommend it. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.